Hey, welcome everyone. This is Ashraf Ahmed again, founder and CEO of AMZ Trainer, Amazon Business Workshop Program. So today we're going to see about sourcing a product for your private label business. So far I've explained about who can start this business and how can you find your product for Amazon. And today we're going to see about finding a supplier for your product. And make sure to subscribe for our channel to get more future videos. So let's look on what is suppliers and how can you find it. So the first step in the private label business is, even in the drop shipping business, is to find a product. You have to find a product using Amazon catalog or different softwares like Profit Phoenix, Cash Cow Pro, Sellix, Jungle Scout. So you can do a lot of things. So now once you find a product, so now the next step is find a supplier, right? So for example, I found this iPhone to be sold. So now I need to find a supplier. So how can we do that? So I'm going to show you today step by step up how can you find a good supplier and what is good and what is bad. So let's move on here. Let's see. So there are two websites. One is AliExpress and the other one is Alibaba. So if I'm looking for a product, say for example yoga mat, and that's our product. So let's say yoga mat, and you can find out here. There are a lot of yoga mats, and let me make sure the sound is good. Okay, so you have to make sure you check this trade assurance and gold supplier. That's correct, because trade assurance and gold supplier, it's a kind of a paid program for sellers. So they have to pay to Alibaba to get this badge. If you don't do all these two things, then you will end up with some crappy suppliers who may loot your money, right? So make sure always trade assurance and gold suppliers. So if you don't do GS, you will end up with the BS, right? So trade assurance and gold supplier, that's very important. You can do this assessed supplier. This is something nothing but assessed by a third-party inspection company. An assessment report is available for download. So Alibaba send their third-party inspection to their factory. So you can still do it, but some cases you can just, these trade assurance and gold supplier is always good. So that's the two things you need to find out when you find a product. Then the minimum order. So for example, if you're looking for something around 200, just click OK. You will find all the factories and suppliers who is going to give you 200 units. And you can see here little chat box, chat now. So you can always chat with all these people and click their storefront and find out do they have more products, right? Because you need a supplier for your product catalog, not just for yoga mat. In future, you may launch some different product, right? So yoga towel and something different. So always click on the supplier's name, find out do they have list of products or only yoga mat, right? So just look on their product. If you look like, okay, they have only yoga mat, maybe they are specialized in yoga mat, which is good. So this is how you have to find a supplier and then click on chat now to chat with them. Now the next thing is, when you pay to the supplier, make sure you pay them in using PayPal or Alibaba Trade Assurance, or even a bank transfer is fine, but don't do Western Union. That's correct. Many people have done Western Union because Western Union, you don't have any control at all. So always make sure to try with PayPal. PayPal is fine. You have to pay 4.5%. That's fine because it's a business, right? It's not a one-time game. It's a long-term game. So that's fine. So don't worry. And the next thing is, once you find a supplier, just click on contact supplier. You can contact them like this, saying like, hey, I'm a purchasing director. Hey, I'm a purchasing director from so and so company, right? So basically you can give them a high and bigger picture, saying like, hey, you don't need to show them saying like, hey, I'm a new seller, I don't know anything. No, you are an experienced seller, right? You are a purchasing director, you are a managing director, you are a sourcing specialist, right? So you have to position yourself and tell them like, hey, I'm looking on so and so item, and what are the colors you have, what are the size you have, what are the materials you have, blah blah blah, right? So you can send them, and you can put your email address, send inquiry now. So then you can send the same inquiry, copy and paste to everyone in your all these suppliers. So that's how you'll get reply. And there is a one important tip I wanted to give you. When you register with Alibaba, it's for free, but when you register, use a separate new email address. That's correct. If not, these guys will kill you with their promotional emails. So make sure to have a separate and new email address. And then once you have the new email address, just you can always log in using the new email address, so that you know if that comes from Alibaba, that's going to that junk email address. So that's the one important tip. Always do PayPal and then have a new email address. So now you can always first check the samples. Check the samples. If you're ordering 500,000 units, just tell them, hey, I need a sample to my home, so they will ship it to you. And then if you like the sample, then you can pay for the final order. The same thing with AliExpress. I mean, AliExpress is mainly for drop shipping. If you're doing drop shipping, say for example, yoga mat you wanted to sell as a drop shipping store. I mean, if you find, just go to this best match and then orders, you will know who are the top suppliers. So he's a top supplier, and always look on this diamond, right? When you see a diamond here, which means they are top sellers. So look on this diamond, and then you can order 10 units, 15, 20 units, even 50 units just to test, right? So this is how you find your supplier. And finding a supplier is a kind of a lot of tricky and negotiation tips are there. So it's very difficult for me to cover in this 10-15 minutes video. So I have recorded almost 25 videos about product selection and supplier selection. You can see here what is module mindset, supplier selection overview, Alibaba walkthrough, find your suppliers tips and tricks, supplier contact secrets, shipping services from suppliers, supplier contact payment tips, shipping samples, tips and tricks, shipping services, bulk buying requests, suppliers tracking template, profit calculation, giveaway concept. So basically everything has been covered in module 2 when it comes for supplier selection, right? So you can, if you need more information about our program, you can visit www.amztrainer.com or email me at Ahmed, AHAMED, at amztrainer.com. And I will answer your question. So let's move on here, stop sharing. Okay, so that's all about supplier selection. Make sure go to alibaba.com and have the correct filters like trade assurance, gold suppliers, and then check the MOQ, minimum order of quantity, and then email them, and you will get a lot of codes from them. And just try to filter out and start with their chat, and then you can move on to Skype or WhatsApp or whatever you think. And don't pay through Western Union, always pay through PayPal and have a different new email address. If you think this video is helpful, you can share it with your friends, and just press that red color subscribe button to get more videos from us. Whenever we upload a new video, you'll get notification. If you're looking for a lot of tips and tricks about AMZ Trainer program and Amazon workshop, you can always write your comment. And thank you. Catch you soon in the next video. Signing off.